In this video, Moron reviews The Foundational Falsehoods of Creationism by AronRa. Yeah, I'm probably mispronouncing his name. Sorry about that. And of course, this is what the guy looks like. Now you may be wondering, is this book worth purchasing? Is it any good? Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. This is one of the books I definitely believe you need to have. Above any other book, this book, as well as The Greatest Show on Earth, and there's a few other books, but this one and The Greatest Show on Earth, I definitely highly recommend. Also, The Moral Arc. This book is probably one of the best when it comes to, debunking creationism, all their arguments. There's one where he talks about his son, and basically, it's not his words, but my words. His son basically hands some creationists his ass. Because most of these creationists, they do nothing but lie. That's basically all they do. Most of it, they're scam artists for the most part. As he says, you cannot defend creationism truthfully. Sorry, I just got over a cold a little bit, so my throat's a little, messed up a little bit. But anyways, it's very well written. He gives you a lot of good information. I personally suggest, if you do not know a lot about evolutionary biology, a lot about science, go chapter by chapter. For example, let's get to the chapters. We'll give you a hint what you should do. For example, you want to start with this chapter, you read it, you just outline this chapter, and you just keep reviewing it until you understand it. Then go to the next chapter, and the next chapter, and the next chapter. Because this book has a lot of content. You can also go to his playlist and watch his actual videos, Foundational Falsehoods of Creationism. I believe you should watch that and get this book. I remember I'll post a link to his playlist. The only problem is that he did not talk about one of the things that creationists seem to love to do also, is if you read some of these books, like Douglas Adams and all these others, I've read a lot of their books, they'll tell you, a chance of a certain protein folding a certain way is 1 out of 10 to like a gazillion zeros, or chances of this life cell popping into existence, and this and that is 1 to a gazillion. Let me give you a little hint. They do not have a clue what they're talking about, because how the hell do they know this? They're talking out of their ass. I want to tell you right now. When they tell you it's 1 out of a gazillion, how the fuck do they know? Think about it. How would they possibly know this? They don't know. They're just making this stuff up. They're making it up. 1 hour. How do they know? They don't know. They're just using those numbers to fool you. If you're a scientist and you read their books, you're going to laugh. Darwin's Doubt and all those books. Douglas Adams' book, Undeniable. He does a lot of that in his book. It'll make you laugh. But if you're a layman, you don't know a whole lot about science, that might be kind of convincing. Maybe. If you don't know science. That's why I'm telling you to read this book. You need to read this book and The Greatest Show on Earth. But you definitely want to read this and The Greatest Show on Earth, especially this, before you read any of those pro-creationist books, because he will expose all their little lies, every last one of them. This is, in my opinion, the best book written that destroys creationism. And he gives you a lot of other facts. It's kind of scary, the type of politicians we have that actually believe this nonsense. They have no clue what science is. You would probably be like, holy shit, who's in office, How do these people get into office? But that's what we have. Well, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe to any of my videos, feel free to watch any of my videos, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to check out the description and check out my website. Free to leave a comment. Thanks. This is a pretty good book.